Hi lovies, welcome back to my channel, Do What You Love. My name is Missy. Today I am outside in a park because I thought it would be fitting to be outside in nature to look at my nature journal. I thought today we would be able to do a flip through of my nature journal that I have been keeping over the summer, and I plan on continuing keeping it up over the fall, and I just thought today would be a wonderful day to come to the park and film this flip through. Please excuse any noises that you may hear outside. I'm outside, I can't help the beeping noises, or I think the lawn crew just showed up. Of course, when you're planning on filming, the lawn crew shows up. But anyways, we're going to just enjoy the outside noise ambiance and take a look at my nature journal. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. Okay guys, so I've been doing my nature journal in my traveler's notebook. I thought that was like very appropriate. This is still my Prima traveler's notebook. I still have this thing. I take it everywhere with me. Here comes the crew. Sorry about that guys, the lawnmower was driving through. I might have to pause and stop a few times. They're working on the other side, but every once in a while they come over here. Can't help that. But anyway, this is my Prima. Let's open it. I will show you my traveler's notebook here that I have been doing my nature journal in. Here is all of my fancy clips. This is my actual nature journal, this little chunky buddy right here. I also have this one, which I've been doing some Bible journaling and such in. And I have another one in the back here. I have lots of spaces. I have this one also that is in preparation for more journaling, whether it be nature, whatever I need. I have it here, some fall adventures maybe, and then I even have another one back here. And this one is grid. So I have lots of spaces in my traveler's notebook here to do a ton of journaling, which I absolutely love. I covered all of these myself. I made all of my vellum overlays, and I just love my traveler's notebook, and I just think it is super fitting to be doing nature, isn't she sweet, nature journaling in. Here are some of these shaker tags I made last year. So I just have all kinds of like little fun goodies in here, which makes it just the more fun to do journaling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this chunky buddy out here, and I'm going to get him all ready and displayed so he's much easier to do a flip through. So this is my first page, and I promise not to make this real long. I just want to give you guys an idea of what the kind of things that I have been journaling over the summer. This is my very first entry, and this was just talking all about how I was so excited to decorate my front patio for spring, because this is when it started. These are the pictures of the flowers that I used this year, which was Impatience. So not only did I incorporate a lot of like magazine cuttings and stickers and stamps and my own drawings, but I also tried to incorporate my own pictures. So this is like collage journaling in my nature journal in my traveler's notebook. But I think it turned out really pretty for my first entry. This is my second entry, and this is actually about the park that I am sitting in right at the moment. And when we first started coming here to walk my dog Dozer, there was all of these brand new baby squirrels. So that's what this entry is all about. Here is the little squirrel that I drew. And I'm not sure how well these pictures will show up, but here's the squirrels that were playing. And here's a squirrel in the tree. And I wrote all about, because I've never seen squirrels with white tails. I'm not sure it'll show up, but these squirrels had all white tails. It was wild. So I journaled all about that in this little flip out here. And here is just a cute little tag that I made to stick back behind this picture, which it says, "Enjoy the little things." And we'll just tuck that back in there. And I just find it so cute that I'm back at the very park that I journaled this all about to do this cute little flip through. Then we will turn the next page. This one was fun. I did a lot of drawing with this one, which I'm really trying to like hone my drawing skills. So I was at another park. I visited a lot of parks over the summer, and I saw these beautiful flowers which were called irises. So here's the picture that I took, and then here is the drawing that I did of the picture that I took. And then I just wrote some things about the actual iris flower, and I think it turned out pretty good. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I just loved it. And then on the next page, I saw some beautiful, vibrant, yellow daylilies. I think you guys can see them. And then this was my drawing of the daylilies and just some information about them as well, just so that I can collect, you know, what daylilies are all about and irises. And then this is my background paper, which I did a lot of stamping. And these right here, these birds, they actually are my own homemade cutout die cuts from nature magazines. And that's where I got some of my quote-unquote ephemera. So that is what this page is all about. And I just did some really cute tuck spots to put my drawings in. So that's that page. We'll turn this one. And then I was at yet another park, and I saw these things, and I just like, these things are so cool. They remind me of fairies, actually. I hope you guys can like see them. I had to look and look and look to find out what they are, and they're called decorative grass gone to seeds. And then I just nicknamed them wisps because that's what they look like. They look like a little wisp to me. And then on this page, I just made a tag, and I journaled all about the wisps, and that's what they looked like on where I found them. So I journaled about the wisps on the back of this tag, and that's what the page looks like without the tag. I'll stick that back in there, and I just thought that was like one of the cutest little things. So cute. And then on this page, I also found these things that we're looking at on this tag at the park that I'm sitting at right now. I spent a lot of time at this park to walk my dog. It has a beautiful walking trail. But anyways, I found some of these pods that went to seed. What we call, as a kid, I always called these helicopters. And then I found this beautiful purple lavender here. So I just picked them and I attached them to this tag that essentially turns into a flip out. So I journaled about them here, and then here's a maple leaf that I found here at the park, which I also decorated the table with. This park is full of maple leaves. So I just glued an actual maple leaf after I dried it into my nature journal. So I thought that was fun. I thought that was a fun little page to do. And then, of course, for me, nature is all about mushrooms. I absolutely adore mushrooms. So I had to do a page about mushrooms. So here is just a little piece of, actually, you know what I think this is? I think this is like wax paper. I like the way it looked. And I found this beautiful mushroom here, but it was like way too small to like take a picture of. So I just wrote what the mushroom was all about. And then I did this like neat little thing, in my personal opinion, where you pull that back if the wind will cooperate. And I put in an upside down tag. And then I drew those mushrooms, and I journaled all about them on the back, what they were. And I just thought that was pretty neat to put like an upside down mushroom. That's what the back page looks like. And again, guys, this is called collage journaling. This may not be for everybody because it's very, very busy, but I like the busy. And then on this page, I just continued it over. I made a little tuck spot, and I made a bigger version of that mushroom. And this is all my own drawing. Spring of 2019, and then that is the back page. So again, it's a whole bunch of layers, which I really love, with stamps and stickers and ephemera and little tuck spots and things like that. To me, that's just so enjoyable. So we'll just stick that back in there. We'll go to the next page. This page is my little ode to fairies, because what would a nature journal be without fairies. And this right here is just a big clipping out of a magazine that I found. And this is actually a picture off of Google that I absolutely loved. And there's some pieces of cards in here that I took apart. And I just love how this page turned out. And I just journaled all about what fairies mean to me in the forest because I was just inspired that day by fairies. Nothing, I didn't see one or anything like that, but I just was so inspired. So I had to, put a page in there about fairies. My next page here was one of my exciting pages. I actually found a killdeer with her eggs at the flea market of all places. So I did like a little flip out. So this is I'm gonna pick it up so you guys can see a little better, but this is my drawing of the killdeer with its name, its identity, all the facts about it. And then when I flip this out, here is the journaling of what I saw. And I'm gonna, hopefully you guys can see this picture. I'm gonna hold it pretty close. But this little killdeer, there are her eggs. She has 4 of them. I hope you guys can see them. Was in the middle of the flea market, in the middle of thousands of people walking around flea marketing. And there this little bird was hovering over her eggs and trying to protect it in the middle of the flea market. And I was just so astonished. And that's how close she let me get to taking her picture with her eggs underneath of her. So I just thought that was amazing, and I definitely had to take a picture and journal all about it. And then I drew this on the front of the little flip out of my little killdeer. And then this picture over here is all about my new pen pal who absolutely loves nature and things like that. And all of the little things that you see, like the stickers, this big butterfly, the washi tape, those kinds of things actually came out of her pen pal mail that she had sent me to do with nature. This was actually the stamp that was on the outside of her letter, and I just wanted to include that in my nature journal because the letter that she had wrote me was all about nature. So I just thought it was very fitting. And it's my nature journal, and I'll put in it what I want. So the next page here is an absolute beautiful day that I had at another park with my walking buddy. There he is, Dozer. So this is the little flip out. And I hope I can do this justice here. Okay, let's see. I might have to hold it like this. So in my little flip out, I found these little teeny tiny backyard brown fungi is what they're actually called, but in my language, I call them little fairy huts because that's what they look like, and they're adorable. And then I came across a bird eating red berries, which this is my actual picture. And then I found this beautiful bird with a red berry in his mouth in a nature journal. So I had to include that. So I talked all about that in this side. And then on this side, I just talked about the beautiful summer day that I had down by the water with my pal Dozer. So I included like a little waterfall flip out pictures, if the wind will work with me here, of just some of the things that I saw that day. And then this has a little tip out as well. And I journaled all about it. I included a wild goose feather that I found along the water, and then there is me and my buddy. And that is that page. It was all about my nature walk that day. Then in this page, which I believe is the last one so far, we have to do all the fall yet. But this was just a weekend story. I took a nature walk, and I was so inspired this day. So I just wanted to include it in my nature journal. But I was deep in the woods that day and came across this, and it's funny here, we have an ongoing joke about how we live in Bigfoot country, and they make big boundary crossings that look like big X's and things like that, supposedly. So when I found this, that's what it said to me. So I wrote all about that. I journaled all about that. And then in this page over here, why I was in the woods as well, I found this beautiful stairway to nowhere in the middle of the forest. And I just thought that that was magical and beautiful. So I had to include that in my nature journal. And that is the background of that. So that is what I have done so far over the summer from my nature walks and such in the forest. And I really love my nature journal. I love everything about this, and I'm so excited to continue this over the autumn and fall months. with pumpkins and the leaves changing and all of that fun stuff. But I just thought I would do, I hope it was a quick flip through. I hope it wasn't too long. So I'm not going to take no more of your time. I just want to thank you guys for joining me today outside in the beautiful ambiance to take a quick flip through of my nature journal. I hope you guys are having a wonderfully blessed day. I hope to be talking to you soon. And as always, guys, take care of you. Always do what you love. Always. And I'll be talking to you in the next video. Bye.